Oh, say, can you see by the stars' daily light what so grand as we hailed by the twilight's last gleaming? So, welcome to July 4th, Independence Day special. And of course, to celebrate Independence Day, what better way to do it than to celebrate fireworks? In a true, godly, and also very Pythonic fashion. Today's episode is actually very special. It is not just the 250th birthday of America or the 250th day of me and Jay Vanessa being, companions, but also, more importantly, it's the 250th notebook I ever write in my data science career or my data analytics career since BU. So without further ado, here we go. The Star Spangled Banner and the red, white, and blue. And of course, like and subscribe to the episode. And here we go. So this is Coding Missions Season 2, Episode 7. SAR Spangled Banner and God Bless America. So welcome to the July 4th special. I know I'm airing it very early because I don't have the actual time on July 4th to air this episode, but I'm airing it early just in case. As I mentioned before, it's not just only 250th birthday for America, it's also my personal 250th day Markdown document. To add in some sweet AML from my KPMG work, and also with some pandas data frame and Markdown fun for the episode. Let's bring out the fireworks. So for part one is going to be the Star Spangled Banner, which means basically we handle something that's very tricky in transaction monitoring, but very important for every type of financial institute. I mean, whether financial institution, whether it be Bank of America or TD or Coinbase, whatever it may be. You also have something called internal referrals. So when you use Python, solve the following program. Senor SAR Revere, Paul Revere reference, was apparently flagged by Bank of America Boston branch for the following behavior. Client was singing God bless America, while the teller found that he had multiple IP logins now from the USA. On July 4th last year, he logged into China, withdrew $5,000 in wires. On 7/7 last year, he logged into Venezuela, which are all high-risk countries, by the way, FYI, these countries, with IP address, withdrew $2,000 in P2P. And then 3 days afterwards, logged into Saudi Arabia and withdrew 3,000. We'll use the following programs using some AI over here. Of course, I use AI to make the dummy data here. And then we'll determine whether to file a SAR or not on Mr. Senor SAR Revere. So per usual, we use pandas data frame with the data given. We import pandas as PD, write the pandas data frame stuff, and then we read transactions. We return all the transactions in essentially a dictionary. And then we use the iterables coding, and then if this thing's within the star structuring, roughly 10,000 and a penny, then we start this dude. Of course, we write the star and write basically very, very bare bones narrative here. So structuring found internal report for attempts, blah, 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 to evade current transaction reporting or structuring was found from the customer. The customer repeatedly withdrew amounts above the currency transaction and showed the customer also had multiple occasions for suspicious activity. Suspicious activity with no apparent lawful, economic, or business purpose. Since we cannot validate the employment or the source of funds from customer withdrawal, a SAR has been found on the customer. And of course, return, the date, the country, the activity, and what the due has been SAR'd for. And of course, print out the SAR in a for loop and then call the main. So there you go. There's your Python's data frame, and there's your SAR structuring. And the structuring was found, and yes, we found he basically had 10,000 total in P2Ps and wires for the SAR. All right, great. That's part one. And now part two, the more fun part of tonight's episode, the fireworks. So we use NumPy and bitmapping to make fireworks. So this one I'll actually run piece by piece. So we pip install matplotlib, of course, and this is a shout out to Michelle Valsineri from LinkedIn Learning to teach us how to use Python and NumPy to make fireworks and different types of firework colors. To use two requisite imports, use NumPy as NP and matplotlib as PP. Don't be inappropriate with the functions, of course. It's meant to be pyplot. Law chastity even with the functions, guys. Anyways, law chastity with even the functions. So to do, use a method similar to my shell so you could create fireworks for different colors and styles. So we first convert the firework image into a NumPy file. Okay, here's the image into a NumPy file. So we have the fireworks.jpg, which is this beautiful fireworks picture, essentially a GIF of a firework. We then save it to a NumPy array, which we did. We load the fireworks and then we just determine to change the different colors. For example, blues, greens, reds, oranges, and even spectral, viridis, plasma, inferno, and yellow or red. And then we basically, let it go to town with the fireworks. So here we go. Here's all the fireworks. We have the beautiful original firework, the blue firework looking a little like the Disney, the Disney firework when it has dun 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 dun, like wishing upon a star, the Disney logo fireworks from Pinocchio. They have the green fireworks, which yay, go Celtics. Red fireworks, which also means yay, go Red Sox, because I choose Boston sports colors for my fireworks, and of course, orange for the old MBTA Boston line. Purple for Orlando Pride, soccer team. Black and white for Stray Kids, GF Vanessa reasons. And then of course all sorts of, Viridian and all sorts of good stuff for fireworks. So that's it for the coding missions. Season 2, episode 7 for the coding portion. Just want to have a quick word about my journey through July 4th on my testimony real quick. So obviously, 4 years ago, I didn't make the best choices in the world, and July 4th used to be a rather difficult holiday to go through, given Celtics lost, Ime Udoka Celtics lost to the Golden State and some apostasy going on. But now, of course, in Church of Jesus Christ, doing all good and ready to do some coding in July 4th again. So stay safe, y'all, on the July 4th weekend, and God bless America. Like and subscribe. Bye bye.